I'm Janine Kakmar with PHTV Channel 4, and today the spotlight is on Lake Katherine's Green Team. And with us today we have two members of the Green Team. We have Gareth Blakesley, Chief Naturalist and Director at Lake Katherine, and we have Matt Mitkowski, who is the Head of Public Services at the Palos Heights Public Library. So first of all, Gareth, why don't you start with telling us what is the Green Team?
Well, the Green Team came about just before the pandemic. In 2020, we decided that we needed to get a group together to try and do community-based events around Palos Heights. Mm-hmm. And we felt like that if we were able to bring in different people and different community members, Lake Katherine would be able to do more green initiatives throughout the community than if it was just ourselves alone. So we felt like we couldn't do it all, but we needed to partner with people to do that.
Okay.
Obviously, the pandemic happened, shut everything down for a while, but then we brought that back last year, so we're happy to kind of invite people back in and start a Green Team again.
Who is on the team?
Well, Matt's on the green Team.
That's correct. The library, happy to be part of the Green Team, being out there kind of to support the Palos Heights community. Also on the Green Team, we have representatives from the Parks and Rec Department, from the Building Department, and a few concerned citizens.
Yeah.
Of Palos
We have some
Heights.
people from the Trinity College as well.
Oh,
so,
right. Yeah.
So the idea was to kind of really touch into these different areas, and we'd love more people to join it as well from different community groups.
So what are the goals of the Green Team? What are the initiatives? What do you want to do with the Green Team here in
Well, we have a
Palos
mission statement, but I'll get to that in a second. But very, very briefly, is we wanted to provide information for Palos Heights residents, anyone else who's interested, to find out different ways that they can be more sustainable in their living practices. So part of that was to develop something called Green Notes, which is just an informational piece, which I think Matt will talk about in a second. But the other part of it was to actually try and create different community events throughout the area, which will help with whether that's the Palos Heights Tree Root Program or other things that can help people be more sustainable in actions as well. So it's kind of an education thing, and then it's also events driven as well.
There's something that people can do themselves. It seems like people want to do something, they want to do good. Sounds like this is a good vehicle for people to turn to for those things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can others join in on the Green Team, or how would they do that?
So how did you join?
I joined thanks to Janine. So,
Wow.
That went full circle.
yes. Yeah, well, just as in our capacity as, members of the library, we wanted to help out. So that's how we got aboard.
Yeah.
And pretty much anyone who wants to join can just send me an email saying I'm a community member, a resident, or someone who works for a business. Send me an email and say, because I think the thing about a Green Team is it can be bigger. It doesn't have to be set, and you tend to have people rotating in and out on our monthly meetings. And I think anytime you can get more involvement, you can do more work with that.
One of the things that the Green Team does is they send out a monthly Green Notes. It's a write-up that you guys do based on different topics that you choose. I think we're looking at one here from, was that January?
Yes.
And it's talking about salt, ice and salt. And I know when we were part of it, we talked about different things on, conservation, recycling. So tell us about the Green Notes. How does that?
So basically, yeah, you're right. Each month there's a different topic for the Green Notes, and it kind of goes along with the season. Like one time it was about monarch butterflies and their migration and how to help support that. Other times it's could be about composting, just different topics that we kind of break down into kind of bite-sized pieces for people just to glance at and kind of get some knowledge on how they can do things in their own lives to help out and live more sustainably. So that comes out every month. We usually put it up on the library's website and our social media, and kind of blast it out in different areas for people to see.
I'd seen some of those in the past. I like the practical applications of that. Those they give out tips on what anybody can do.
Yes.
Simple, everyday tips or bits of information to help educate you. A lot of the time these topics are changing. They're always evolving. So And they're written by members of the team, is that correct?
Correct. So,
Yeah.
like for example, this last one, which was on ice and salt, was done by Pat Sifter. So she's one of the member of our green team. And so what's nice is you get a slightly different feel for each one, and everyone kind of volunteers to do a different green notes as we're going
Yeah.
forward. So unfortunately, I'm on for the next one. So
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
have
I
to
can't
do
wait to see
Oh,
that one. Yeah. All right. So, what is next for the green team?
Well, next for the green team, we've got, we're coming up to April. April is Earth Month, and there's a number of things going on throughout the whole city. So one of the things we have going on currently is we have a paleo-sized tree planting program. And basically what that is we're able to kind of work this around Arbor Day, which is also in April. And people can apply to get a oak tree planted in their backyard, but they have to submit an email to my colleague Sophia Shuken, and because they have to meet certain requirements, because not everyone can put a big tree. Well, the tree would be about 5 or 6 feet high, but it can grow to a very large size.
Yeah.
So that's one of our exciting programs, and we'll be actually distributing those around the neighborhood on Arbor Day. I should say that the reason why this is working so well is we got some seed money from the beautification committee. And that basically meant that we were able to get trees for community members for $50.
Oh my God!
Which is a really,
for
really
a
good.
tree
Yeah,
is-
and that's a 5 or 6 feet thing. So
Yeah.
my colleagues and I will be kind of going around with that. So that's exciting. But applications are due by March 31st.
Okay.
So that gives us enough time to get the trees, get them out, distributed, that kind of good thing.
So, where do they get the applications at?
If they look at the Lake Catherine website, they'll be able to see it.
Okay.
But I can also say it's kind of right here as well.
Okay,
So
very
if you can
good.
see that or not.
Okay. Well, check their website out, Lake Catherine. All right.
But we also, Public Works is organizing, or the City of Palos Heights and Public Works and Republic Services are doing an e-waste drop-off day. And that's for Palos Heights residents only, and that's on Saturday, April 1st from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And that's at the Metro Station parking lot.
Okay.
So that's something that they are doing. I'm sure there's more details on what you're allowed to kind of bring along or what you're not allowed to bring along. So please check the City of Palos Heights website, but we want to promote that
that's great.
as one of our members is from the Public Works Department.
Okay. Great.
And then, additionally, something we have coming up very shortly is we're working on a Palos Cleanup Day, and we don't have much of information out yet, but I can tell you briefly, it's going to be on April 29th. And we're going to be picking areas around the city where that people can come along. They'll sign up in the City Hall parking lot from 8:30 to 9 o'clock, and then you can go to one of these sites and pick up trash
Oh, nice.
around the thing. So it's
Okay.
just a basic cleanup day. Public Works is helping support us with that, and then also other Green Team members also help support
Excellent.
us with that. So we'll have more information and have a nice, pretty flyer at some point in the future as well.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah. One of the other things we're working on, not for this year, but for next year, is there's something called the One Earth Film Festival,
Okay.
which is it's a series of environmental documentaries. And so we're working with, the library has a venue for that, but we're working with some other organizations around town. I will not mention them yet, just because they're not fully on board yet. But
Okay.
different places that we can go to, watch these films, and it'll be free for people to come and see. They always pick, current, kind of cutting-edge documentaries, so that we get up-to-date information on, what is going on. So
Great.
yeah.
All right. So it's a community-wide effort, it sounds like. Now, and a lot of times when we know that Earth Day's coming or Arbor Day, it's like everything's crunched in on one day and you
Right.
can't get to different programs. So this sounds like it's kind of spread out a little bit.
Yeah, what we find is that if you try to do everything on Earth Day, you're competing with everyone else trying to do
Right,
something on Earth
yeah.
Day. And honestly, you can say Earth Day is every day,
There
the
you
old
go.
cliche, but
Yep.
it's true. You should be trying things. But we were trying to make it more of a push throughout the month of April, which is Earth Month, and so that way we can all kind of do some more programs. I mean, Lake Catherine, we do nature-based programs all the time anyway, but then this is a bit more of a focus on sustainability, which is a little bit different.
Yeah. I think it's great that you have the different organizations in the community, the library, the Parks and Rec, that work together with Lake Catherine. This is a citywide effort, and when they see the different entities in the community working together, it's a great example for our community, for people to follow. So, and it makes it easier for us, everybody, to follow, to do the right thing. So, that's great. Well, I wish you all the best with your green team efforts. This is, that's it for the Green Team today. I'm Janine Kakmar with PHTV4, and thank you for watching Spotlight.